is Jad3y B, and I know they feel it, oh. Let's get it. Floating through the clouds, yeah, I ran it up like what the fuck. Surfing through these waves, and I can't stop it. If you know what's up, and we in the jungle like legends. And I'm a legend like Tarzan, and I'm beating on my chest like I'm the champ. They can never bring me down, though. God put me on the map, like whoa. It's really crazy how I made it. All in my mind, and I made a decision that I would be the best. Just had to change my direction. Then I got reconnected with myself, not tapped into everything inside of me. Now I'm making better waves in my sleep.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, pro pilots, mango space people, everybody, let's get to it. So, I'm Endless Abilities, pro pilot here with the lovely Jad3y B. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the 3, you know what I'm saying? Today, we are here for a very special opportunity and guest. So, first things first, I want to introduce a project that is coming out in the springtime. The project is going to be introducing and showcasing Jad3y B as the artist, and I'm going to get a little bit more into the details through this podcast episode. So without further ado, Jad3y B, introduce yourself. You know, who are you? You know, if somebody just came across you and they had $1 billion sitting waiting for you, how would you showcase yourself? You know what I'm saying? Got to sip on some tea first.
I would make them an offer they can't refuse.
Make it my offer right now. Let's say I got $1 billion for you right now. I'm saying, who are you?
I am Jad3y B. I'm an artist. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm a creative at soul. Like at the soul level, at the core of it all. Everything I do, everything that I am and I represent is divinely guided. I don't really have control over a lot of things, but what I do know about myself is whether it's through tarot, being a messenger, or film, or music, being an artist, I give what it's supposed to give, how it's supposed to be given, and I definitely know that it doesn't always make sense when I'm in the process of like working on certain projects and stuff like that, but the magic is always shown, the magic is always revealed. The magic of what I came here to do is shown, and I would say that, you know, I have witnesses, I have proof in the pudding through the people and the places and the things that I've been connected to, and they can attest to that. So if you want to see more of my magic, you guys got to go to my YouTube channel. You have to go to the Spotify links, all the different streaming platforms, watch my films, check out my playlist, because there is a lot of magical tea in there, and you can only get it until you like really do the work. So that's where I'm coming from, the space I'm coming from as the mind journey, you know, the inner child healer and all that other great stuff. So if you ready for it, then you'll see it, okay? But you got to believe it to even understand, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that.
Okay, that's Jad3y B for you. Alrighty, so without further ado, I kind of wanted to make intentions clear and more so clarify the partnership, right? Because a lot of people do like to see the finishing phase and the finishing process of things, but you know, essentially what happens in the background is always really the most important side of things. And you know, I kind of wanted to shed some light on that and that door for people to see a little bit more of the personal side of things and get to know not only you but myself. As a UX designing company, you know, user experience is very important for me, and I always to make sure that the partnership that I have with individuals is, you know, unique, authentic, and you know, there's no skeletons in the closet, and you know, we could be clear with each other and you know, keep it all nice and light, funny, while still keeping it serious and down to business and stuff like that and shit like that, you know, keeping it real. Yep. And so listening is one of the most important core values here at Pro Pilot LLC. And if I could ask you a question, when it came to listening during the creative process, like, you know, what was that like for you? Did you feel like you were heard? Were there times that you felt like, you know, things were more so pushed on you and there wasn't a lot of listening involved? Or was the listening, can it be improved? You know, like how did that experience come from me to you, especially being a woman at that?
I'm just fucking. Actually, I would say you listen very excellently. Probably it kind of gives that vibe of how I feel when I'm doing a reading with someone. You can hear things just like the way you made my logo for CTM, and our little joint collab thing. We've been working out business stuff for Club Lieutenant Mango, Pearl Mango Station, and everything like that. You've been able to like understand things and meet my needs within the music journey of creating this project in ways that I know I've been able to provide when I'm giving a reading to someone. They may need something to be figured out or to be worked through, and they may not have the words for it. And so listening is important, but I'll be able to kind of like fill in the blank for them or finish their sentence. And I've noticed throughout the process of us actually working on this project, you've done the same thing for me. And I'm very appreciative and grateful for that, because it's like sometimes I would not be able to communicate like, this is how the song is supposed to sound, or this is how I'm trying to structure this or whatnot in the rhythm or the cadence or the way I'm coming up and showing up as the artist. And you kind of like have filled in the blanks basically for me. So I haven't ever felt like overshadowed or pressured or like controlled in the creative process of anything. I felt like it has been a very fluid and like open process. Like we kind of called it like this project has been kind of like a child, and we've been like both catering to the child and making sure that we develop it in a way that other people, they'll even be able to hear like how we joined forces. And you know, I do think like listening is important to the point where like it did open me up and make me realize other ways I want to come harder for future projects and know and like learn how to say things in ways I didn't know how to say it, or even listen for like, okay, sometimes I don't even have to say anything, and then the moment will present itself where you'll be like, oh, were you trying to actually, you know, you'll listen to the song and be like, oh, were you trying to, was it supposed to sound like this? And I'll be like, yeah, and then we'll like connect on a deeper level. So I'm grateful for how we work together, because I feel like this project has helped me listen on a deeper level, and you know, you gotta have the ears to see and the eyes to hear. So we there now. We here.
Oh shit told by a wise archangel, for real.
Facts.
So I'm glad that went well for you. Thank you for the feedback for me. That was very helpful. And then also for me personally, I feel like I could do a little bit better with the actual creative process, because the listening part is not the hard part. The hardest part is integrating that and pushing the skill set to like bring that into a reality. Like for instance, I'll say like one of the challenges that I'm facing right now during this project, and the challenges that I'm facing is with one of the songs that you had recorded, I had told you that I can turn your voice into an instrument. And so I'm trying to like experiment and see like, okay, how am I actually going to do that? You know, like, do I need to do this and that? And so right now, that's kind of one of the challenges that I'm facing. But, you know, I'm facing it head on, and we're going to figure it out and see if we can really, you know, put that into reality, and also experiment with, you know, different things from just technical stuff. So I'm glad that, you know, the listening part was a big key for you, and that you did feel heard, because that's really important to me, and also for, you know, all my other future partnerships that I do with other people too, because the listening part is most important. You know, at the end of the day, I'm just here as the resource to make your creative dreams, your creative vision a reality. You know what I'm saying? We're creating this out of thin air, and so it's very important that the listening part is there. And so with that being said, I'm actually going to move on to the next question, and I kind of wanted to, you know, get a little bit personal and a little bit more sacred here, so it's okay if you don't want to express everything. What initially started this creative vision, and from what started it for you, why are you going so hard to, you know, finish it and be consistent with this project? You know, like, what's the drive, and more so, what's that the feeling of it? You know, I can't, there's no word for it, but it's like, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, like how do you want to do it? You know, why do you want to do it?
Beyond, I can say, oh, this is for my inner child. It is, but this is for a mission. Like I was saying at the beginning, we were offering the $1 million to me. This is bigger than me. I'm just being used as a vessel, and I don't even sometimes know what is making me be like, I'm finna sing a song, even if I'm tired. I'm finna work on this, and let's do this, let's do that, I've always kind of had this knack, I guess you could say, for feeling when something is like coming, or feeling like it's time for something. But beyond my inner child and my own personal desires and dreams and aspirations that I have, this is bigger than me. Like, that thing that makes me say, why am I getting up and do it? Sometimes I even question that shit, because I'd be like, this ain't shit. I could have been dropped this 2-3 years ago on my own on BandLab and made a little beat and called it a day. But I knew the moment that the idea was birthed, which was right when I found out I couldn't go back to school and finish college. It was something very divine and intricate and sacred that I had to protect. It was almost like God or whatever gave me a vision of my future and of many other people's futures connected to me. And it's funny because, like I always say, like when I first found Dolo's page and Peace Dealer and certain people, like I found Peace Dealer first, but when I found all those pages, I was finally just like really opening up to my gifts, and I had already found tarot, and I was like looking at the stars and doing my own research, and it's like I was manifesting in my soul tribe. Like, I remember having deep, long meditations where I was by myself, and at the time I was working on like a thesis project and film stuff, and it was like very musical. It was like a musical film and stuff like that, and that's the film I dropped, which is called Loving Fear. And I actually made all the beats to that film. And right after that, I couldn't go to school. But that little moment in time and the project itself, it was like Spirit had basically said, like, you don't need school. Like, this is your calling. So I can't really say like, oh, this is why I'm doing it. All I can really say is why is because this is what I've been called to do. It's not really like something I'm thinking about. Sometimes when things happen, we'll be so synced up, and you notice we'll like have moments where I'll be like, I just finished the song, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, and you'll be like, damn, that's crazy because I'm working on this part. Like, I just feel like this has kind of been written in the stars, and how much we have learned and grown and actually taken our own personal endeavors to the next level is just like a testimony, because it's like, if I had not presented the idea, would all these other events have played out? You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? And that is why I'm really doing it. It's because I have seen how God has used me as a vessel for just tiny stuff, and versus when I just wanted to do something, and this time I'm not getting in the way of the manifestation, because I know that's the real Team Arrested dream work. And my dreams have come true from this experiment project, this love project, and other people's dreams are coming true. We have New Ray working on the cover art. I just connected with a photographer who's trying to get his dreams back off the ground, and like everybody is like growing, whether they're old or young or whatever the age or the time they started their personal journey. It seems as if this has picked up a lot of things for other people, and that's the point of like, for me doing this, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just bigger than me, and I know how once it's actually done and we have the finished project, the people will understand why I went so hard, and you guys will too if y'all not already seeing it.
Real shit. That's a very beautiful response. You know, that there's really no explanation for it, but I always, like, a wise man once told me, what you feel is what you see, and so there's no real.
Yeah, I could get in the way of Oh, it kind of paused out. God, please protect this live stream from any negative forces, energies, entities, demonic forces trying to work against this project for Endless. This interview from being said. Protect us and block out those interferences. I say, or man and woman.
That's just crazy. Like, okay, it just straight kicked me out.
I prayed over the live stream and then you came back like as soon as I was done. So cool. I was about to say I could have gotten in the way of what I felt called to do, but somebody told me what's her name? Danielle. Well, I forgot her name, but she's a famous actor. And I remember I was at a film class or something, like school, whatever. I always be trying to learn shit. And she said, your purpose gonna hurt if you do it and if you don't do it. So why not just do it? So yeah, it was hurting me to not do it. So I was like, I might as well. I'm not shit.
No shit. So you either do it or you don't. And if you don't do it, you're gonna die with that feeling like, man, I should have did this.
I should have done it. And I can't be on my deathbed thinking like that.
Can't be blind or no fucking sheep. I'm counting them dollars like I'm a shepherd. Knew that my time would come and now I'm here. Never had a bone of doubt or fear in my body. I'm in my power, doing the most. I ain't really did shit though. This is the prequel, yeah. This is the beginning of my story. Guess you could say I chose myself. Then God said go off your feet. Now they don't want the smoke. I'm serving weak bitches, straight poison. Roly-poly like ice on my wrist. So fuck them snakes, too cold for me. Body on fire like a Leo, I roar. This my jungle, they can compete, they can control me. Cut the head off, fell in love, now I'm soaring. On tour and you know the dates. At the double race with all the hate. I can never be a fake, I'm too bright. Can't catch me in the streets. If you beg me, yeah. Cause we floating through the clouds, had to run it up. Like what the fuck, floating through the... We came up and we ran it up and we coming up and they looking just like what the fuck, yeah.
Like what the fuck, yeah. Know that we shooting up there. Aim for the clouds, to quit not allowed. Vision more clear, shining brighter than a Montclair. If I keep on thinking it's more fair, the walls could be shrinking. If I keep on peeking on future, this race gonna be unfair. In my bag like a telfair, I'm probably gonna run through the shipment. I tell them to melt spell. Mine said in heaven but hell's near. I take what I learned and I burn through the layers. I prefer ganja or flavors. Projecting your trauma, my aura protection reminder I can't stoop the haters. I've been in the shadows to work on my shadow. It's easy to slip in a battle. Fuck what you heard, but I never been cattle. Or the snakes they can slither or wither. No matter the space, I'm not rattled. Higher thinking a trophy, so if you try homie, my niggas gon' spaz you on fly. You gon' try to keep up, it's a hassle. Lassoing goes like livestock of seeds that'll make time stop. Great grapes from the finest crops. Make paper from a solid rock. 10 toes, never budget, so find a spot. J Stones rapping on a J song, that's 12 higher self. Throw the ticket, I can't be in the shade long. Getting paid just to be myself. My L.